Replacing dodgy cable. Yeah. Nice new one. First, these little screws. They come from all these little holes. Don't forget about the secret ones in there. Oh yeah. And that one. Had to remove that shield from here to get it. Obviously taking all the screws out. Gotta start. There we go. Pulling it apart. Come on. This bit's been a bit stubborn. Use two hands, pop it off. There we go. Motor, and that's what we're going to replace. Take that out, undo them screws. Neutral. Neutral is grey, red is live. We'll take this off, we'll reuse that, replace it with that. New cable in there. Stick it in, and then that goes in there. And I'm going to feed the cable. Put that in, that's in, and we put that in here. We got neutral, I'm going to put that in like that. Screw it up. I need two hands. Do it up. The reason why I'm doing a little coil is because it's a bit hard to see, but the cable comes with it sort of crimped a little bit, so there's a good connection. I'm going to leave it on there. Okay, both done. Live and neutral. That's in, that's in. Now we just put the cover back on and do the screws. Okay, when we put this back on, you've got to make sure. See, that's fine. You've got to make sure there's no gaps. That will come in back in with the screws. So that's fine. But I had a big gap there because that wasn't in properly. So there's a little pin that follows this bit here into the top. You've got to make sure that goes in. So that works. That one works. And that is in. So now just gotta put a million and millions of screws back in. And if you still have a screw left over by the end, you've definitely missed one. Now that down there is going to be tricky. Might have to use a magnetic bit for that bit. And always start by hand. Here you can feel it going into the hole. Cool. That one's ready. That one's ready. And then you can zip it up by hand or with an electric screwdriver. Once all the screws are done, it's just this bad boy to put back on. Goes that way. I'll do that. Yeah, it goes that way around. I showed it the other way. I thought it was that way. Nope. Just slot in, and then there's a little groove. See that bit there? Lines up with the bottom here. There you go. And then one screw, and the same on the other side. Okay, screws in. It's not the original screws, I'm doing it for my neighbour. Must have been replaced at some point. And then plugged it in. Take the cover off, and it works. I've just checked it. It's not been used for a long time, so I will. Oh, take it off on the plug. Because it hasn't been used in a long time, I will put some WD-40. Maybe give it all a little brush, because yeah, it's pretty rusty. Cool, that's it. New cable, Black Decker. Put some WD silicone on it, make it nice and smooth. All done.